afternoon. Myself, Dr. Deepak Kumar Pasma, Assistant Professor, Tushar Aquatic College, Nagpur. Now I am going to deliver the video lecture on the topic of transmission systems, which is covered the syllabus of advanced mechanical drives. So here, it starts with transmission system. So we have to understand what is the transmission system. So transmission system means it transfers the mechanical power from one source to another source of the machine component. Means simply transmitting the power from one source component to another source to create the motion or movement. For example, in a car, the power is transmitted to the wheel. In car, we start the car, then the power transmit from through the wheel with the help of clutches, gear shaft, prop shaft and differential. These are the components which are called transmission element. Means these transmit the power from one component to the other component of the machine. Then we consider a lathe. Suppose in a lathe we consider a motor which is provided to rotate the chuck along with the belt drive and gearbox. These components are also the transmission element. Means in a lathe machine, the power is transmitted from the motion. That source is the motor which is provided to the chuck. Then this chuck through the belt drive and gearbox transmit the motion to the another component of the lathe, which act as a transmission element in the lathe machine. Similarly, there are devices that is flexible drives and rigid drives. The power transmission devices are two types, flexible or rigid drives. Then the first one is the flexible drive. Flexible drive includes flexible elements, that is belt, chain. These are flexible link element, pair of element, belt, chain. Another one is the rigid drives. Rigid means their size and shape will not change by the force under the consideration of force. If the size shape doesn't changes at all, so this type of objects are called rigid. Flexible means their shape and size will change as per the force applied on it, such as belt and chain drives. But in the rigid drives, shape and size will not change by applying the force, such as gear, motion control elements, brake, clutch. Their size and shape does not change by transmitting the motion whenever a force is applied on it. Now, these are the flexible devices as we discussed earlier. Belt, chains are the flexible drives which are capable to transmit the power. They are the simple in construction and cost effective. Main thing that they are the simple in construction and less cost required to operate this belt drive or chain drives. These are the primitive elements of any power transmission. Classification of flexible drives are belt drive, wire drive and chain drive. These are the flexible power drives. Now, these are the history of flexible drives. Babylonians and Assyrians used the chain for the first time for water drawing machines. Means we have to draw the water from a well. So they are the first time using the chain to draw the water from the well. So they have discovered the chain drives. But in 1430, rope was used to drive the grinding devices. In a grinding machine devices, they are used rope as a power drive to transfer the motion from one grinder to another grinder. So they are using rope in 1430. Now, in the 18th century, the invention of a steam engine occurs. Then, in that steam engine, the power transmission device were made by the chrome leather, become the indispensable basis for industrial production. So, the chrome length were first used in the 18th century in the steam engine for the power transmission, which are drive with flat bed. Now, these are the advantages and disadvantages of belt drives, flexible drives. First one is the belt drive or chain drive is used to transmit the power in a long distance as compared to the rigid elements, and it has a shock and absorb shock loads and provides damping. This operation is smooth and silent. There is no noise pollution occurs in the belt drives. And these are the simple machine design, comparatively cheaper, means cost effective in the operation of chain and belt drive. As we have discussed the advantage, it has also some disadvantage. Means it requires more space for the operation. The velocity distribution is very small, comparatively small as compared to the gear drives or rigid drive. Power transmission varies. If we overloaded, then the power transmission is varies. Now, the belt drives. Belt drives are commonly used to transmit the power between two shafts which are separated at a distance. Means if two shafts are separated at a distance, some distance, then we use to transmit the power. Then here we use belt drive. The belt drive runs over the pulley. Here you can see that in this pulley, belt drive is connected throughout the pulley to transmit the motion power from one pulley to another pulley. So the belt run over the pulley and the pulley is connected with the power source is called a driver pulley. First is the driver pulley and is the driver pulley through where the power is transmitted. Sometimes belt drive may have the idler pulley. Okay. Now, these are the types of belt types. As per the shape of the cross section, the belt drives are divided. First is the round belt type, is there in the cross section is in the round shape, so it is called round belt. And V belt is cross section is in the shape of V, so it is belt drive. V belt. And in the flat, having the rectangular flat surfaces, is cross section, so it is a flat belt. Tooth shape is cross section, so it is called tooth belt. Now, types of belt drive. There are different types of belt drives according to their shape. That is open drive means open, not there is no any cover required. It is open drive. Other than around the quarter, we have now turned the quarter means 1/4 of the belt length is turn like this. So it is called quarter turn. This is a cross. We make a cross over the belt. So this is called cross drive. We make an idler pulley here. So this is called idler with idler pulley. Now these are the belt material. First one is the leather belt. Second, according to the material, nylon core belt, rubber belt, cotton canvas belt, balata belting, and rubber or fabric. Now these are the advantages of belt drives. Belt permits flexibility ranging from high power source drives to slow speed and high speed drives. Belt drive has the less expensive, it is cheaper, is cost effective than chain drive. It does not require any lubrication as in a gear system, rigid system. We require lubrication to reduce the friction and to reduce the wear and tear. But in the belt drives, there is no requirement of lubrication. In a single belt drive, we accept the misalignment. We can accept the misalignment than chain drives. If in a chain drive or in a gear drive, if there is misalignment, so it hampers the work. But in the belt drive, it accepts the misalignment, and flat belt are best extremely for high speed drives. Belt drives cushion shock loads and load control. Belt drives are absorb the shocks and give the smooth function with load fluctuation. Belt will slip under overload. If there is an overload conditions in a belt drive, then there is a slip occurs, preventing the mechanical damage of the shaft, key, and other missing parts. Now there is a disadvantage of belt drive, that belts cannot be used where exact timing or speed is required because slippage of bed occurs. Only tiny beds can be used. Beds are easily damaged by oil. Beds are easily damaged by oil, grease, abrasive, and chemicals. If we add greasing or abrasive some chemicals, so it will damage the bed. Bed can be noisy and also use the worn beds. We cannot use the worn beds with a major cause of assembly vibration. Now these are the type and select side. So here you can see that when a belt is running over a pulley, it creates a friction grip on pulley, so creates a tension in one side and slack in the other side. This tight side is the slack side. This is the bottom, this is the top. So other side will not experience same tension, so it is the slack side. Means the side of the bed which experience the tension, so it is a tight side, and another side that doesn't experience the tension, so it is the slack side. Now I will finish this topic here and will continue this in another session. Thank you for listening.